My career journey has been the most fun and adventurous experience ever. I had no idea that when I started as a marketing assistant within the ANZ marketing team that I would end up working for CTM UK overseas, coming back, taking on a management position. It was really more than I could have ever asked for.
So I came into CTM as a travel consultant. I moved quite quickly up into team operations role in New South Wales, and then got two really good opportunities to take secondment roles into the head of operations for New South Wales roles. After a couple of years, I progressed into the national support team, and I now head that up for Australia and New Zealand.
Started at CTM, I was the head of account management, and then I was actually in our high potential group, and that helped me move into a general manager role for Victoria, and I've now moved into the chief operating officer for CTM ANZ.
So originally I came to CTM as an account manager and slowly progressed through a 2IC program into the head of account management, leading a team of about 7 people in Queensland. Then I was given the opportunity to move to Seattle to head up the Pacific Northwest region as a general manager. From there I've moved back to Australia, and I'm now the GM of New South Wales ACT.
So I entered the business as a graduate accountant, working in the finance team, and then through that moved into a planning and reporting business analyst type role. Made a move across to the sales team and looked after supporting our sales guys across the country. Now just recently returned to the finance team, but in a more of a training and mentoring role, bringing in a new wave of entrants.
For me, I think it's the family style culture of CTM. It's a very flat structure where you can talk to anyone, so it doesn't matter where you're in the business, you can really have a conversation with anybody no matter how high up they are. So you get exposure to a lot of people across the business very early and very easily, which helps you grow and move through the business.
I think it's all about learning to do with diversity and different cultures and embracing people for what they bring to the team. Empowerment is really important within CTM, and part of my role is making sure my people have always felt empowered.
Probably the biggest part for me, maybe 2 parts, was the ability to have secondment roles, to step up and try something different, but also being able to collaborate with different areas of the business. So being able to collaborate with a development team, and now with operations, with account management, with finance, all sorts of areas within the business, especially in a national role. That team collaboration is probably the biggest part for me.
CTM is so unique as a business because it is such a big global organisation, and with that comes so much opportunity to travel overseas and move between offices. But I think the most unique part is that it really fosters a culture where you feel empowered enough to seek out those opportunities.
I think CTM gives you the ability to look at different programs and expand your knowledge to help you get to different places within CTM. I've been very fortunate to be an all-star within CTM, meaning that I've been rewarded by my peers and nominated by my peers to get into different roles, as well as being part of our HIPO program, which gives us the ability to be seen within senior management and go into those senior roles and prep us for that.
Yeah, I've been fortunate. I've done a lot of different programs along the way. I've done corporate coaching, HIPO program, so I've been fortunate to be on that for a few years, working with different colleagues from across the country. All-Stars program, and a lot of online learning. So their HR has a lot of courses and things that you can do along the way. It's sort of self-driven learning, which has been great.
The most important thing I've got out of being in the HIPO program is being exposed to senior leaders within CTM, and also just getting the opportunities to really make a difference within the CTM brand.
The HIPO program has created opportunities for me to actually meet different leaders across the business and across different regions. So it's given me the ability to understand the similarities and the nuances of around a global business.
One of the best opportunities about being an all-star was I was really fortunate to win a trip to one of our global offices. So for me, that was about creating a network and connections across all of our other businesses and other areas within the business. And I've created lifelong friendships out of the people that I've met through the All-Stars program.
Probably for me, it's about never being afraid to try something new. When I moved from operations into the national support team, I didn't come from a technical background, so I had to learn a lot of that stuff. I also surrounded myself with people who understood that stuff really well, but just taking a chance to do something different in order to grow in my job.
The best piece of advice I ever had was bite off more than you can chew and chew like crazy. And I think that's a great piece of advice about not being afraid to take a chance, to stretch yourself and to grow.
For anyone who's considering a career in travel, I would tell them that it is the most exciting and rewarding career. You just have to have an open mind, you have to be willing to work closely with your teammates and contribute to team culture, keep an eye on the industry and just have a general passion for everything travel.